Okay, folks, I picked this up for under $5 at a local store. It's probably worth even less than that on eBay. I'm sure you can get this for nothing. But I figured, let me try it out. It's not that much money, and we'll see what happens. I do a lot of videos, so this might add to my kit, perhaps. And I film usually with a cell phone. So here we have a 3-in-1 universal lens kit. It's a clip-on system, you can see. And you've got 3 attachments there: a fisheye, wide angle, and macro. They're showing you pictures here: fisheye, wide angle, macro. And it's made by Mercury. I'm sure it's cheap as heck. I hope the lenses are actually made of glass and not plastic, but you never know. These are really cheap. Yeah, there's a carrying case, okay, which I guess could double as a lens wipe. Okay, and we have 2 lens covers. I'm not sure, maybe it's missing one. Probably, because okay, that one maybe goes on there and there, and this one goes on the bigger one. Okay, so maybe it only comes with 2 because you're supposed to use it on one or the other. This is the clip. See if this works. And yeah, it's pretty stiff, and it's got enough reach that it should fit over most phones. You just have to center it somehow. Okay, folks, I screwed the macro lens on here. As you can see, this just screws on like this, okay? And once it gets on, it comes down pretty well. Now, I think you can adjust this, how many times it's screwed on, and actually affect the focus. So I'm gonna put this on. I also have the light of the camera on, okay? So if you have a look there, you can basically see it can get really, really close. I mean, that's insanely close, okay? And of course I had to use the light because I'm about maybe a centimeter away from the lens, not even, and you can't, sometimes you'll obscure the light with the macro lens, but that's it there. Okay, let's see. If we look at this box, I mean, you can see the dithering on the print. Okay, we're looking at the macro lens, so that's misleading, that picture. I mean, this thing is way too close. This is ridiculously close. But in any case, that's the macro lens. Okay, let me just focus in on this. You can see that even with the regular camera, with the regular iPhone camera, you can get to about 5 or 6 centimeters. If I can just focus, come on. There, you can get to about 5 or 6 centimeters and get it in focus. So that's not too bad. It's not too bad for just the actual iPhone camera itself. Of course, you can't get as close as this macro lens did. So let's try that again. That's insanely close. Okay, insanely close. But lighting, of course, is going to be an issue, because there's going to be I have the flash on the iPhone 6 on, and without that, there's going to be obviously some concern getting enough lighting when it's this close to the lens. Okay, the next thing to see is that I tried to put on the wide angle, and that's this lens over here, directly, and it doesn't fit directly on the holder. I thought something was weird, and it turns out that it actually goes onto the end of the macro lens. So when you want to use wide, you actually are putting wide onto the macro. There's no, otherwise it won't thread in. So let's get that wide threaded onto the macro, and that explains perhaps the lens cap thing. Why there's only 2 lens caps in the kit. So here's wide. Now let's have a look at the piano. Right now, if we focus in on this, we've got about 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 octaves visible. And we're gonna put this on. Where are we? There. And now we can see the whole piano, okay? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, well, almost the full range here, okay? And that is with the wide. And it's pretty good. I mean, it's in focus. You know, and I like the fact that you can see the whole thing. This is without, and this is with. And remember, this is an iPhone 6. Sorry, an iPhone 6. So it would have had, in video mode, it zooms in a bit. Okay, now let's take this off, and we'll remove both together, and we'll get the fisheye on here, and that will screw in here like so. Okay, and now let's see what we get with the fisheye. There. Okay, let's focus. Come on. Okay, so that's the fisheye lens. It's yeah, definitely gets a bit distorted near the ends, as you can see. It's kind of weird, but I mean, you're getting everything here compared to the regular video camera, which is what the only thing I had up to now. This is awesome. Definitely much better than I expected, and it's pretty clear, even with a bit of distortion at the end. You know, it's you know, nice to have this option when I'm doing videos, and if I can film, you know, stuff close up, it does keep focus. Okay, I can get in right until there, and it's still quite focused, but you do get that fisheye sort of look. Come on, focus. Well, it's close. Now I can zoom in also. So that's zoomed in with a fisheye, and that's zoomed out. So if I need to, I still have that option. Of course, when you zoom in, you get that pixelation. It doesn't look very good. It's better just to use it through the lens like this rather than zoom, because then you're using fewer pixels on your sensor. But nevertheless, there you have it. Just a quick show of the fisheye lens, the macro, and the wide, which has to be used with the macro because this part alone here does not screw directly onto here. Okay, so there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this quick review of the Mercury Innovations Universal Lens Kit. $5 or less, probably even cheaper on eBay. Feels like glass, and I think this is metal, although I could be wrong. And I think a fairly useful bit of kit for me to use since I'm filming a lot of these videos with my iPhone 6. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.